This is a protest video from the 60s. I have a friend in England. She has a channel called Oceana, and she's been out filming the protests against what's going on in Gaza and putting them on YouTube, and she's been going to the meetings, and very disappointed because the people there are not really getting on with doing anything about Gaza. They're doing all the regular political things. I want to be the leader, I can shout louder than everyone else, and people pointing fingers and nothing gets done. This is why they have been able to climb over top of us, divide and conquer. I'm in Vancouver, and it's Thursday. We got through 9/11 without ISIS dropping an atomic bomb on Washington, at least last time I looked. There's a protest in the lower mainland of Vancouver City Saturday, protesting the Kinder Morgan pipeline. They want to drill a tunnel from where the ships come in the harbor all the way to the airport, which is maybe, I don't know, 15 miles underground. And they want to start doing it in one of our most pristine, absolutely untouched wilderness areas called Burnaby Mountain. This is to service the airport, to get jet fuel off of the boats to the airport. I don't know where this gasoline comes from. It comes in by ship, and it's pumped into huge storage bins on Burnaby Mountain. It's been there forever. Makes us a nuclear target city because we have all the gasoline. But we've managed to stop three big anti-social things. They tried to increase the taxes here. We beat that. They tried to put in a very polluting natural gas-fired electricity plant. We stopped that. And something else. They're trying to put in another plant, by the university. They're sneaking it in under another name. But we've beaten the government sellouts here 3 times. So we're going for 4, which is we want to stop this. I think the rally is at either Burnaby Mountain or Blue Mountain. It's to stop the helicopter pad they want to put into the pristine area so they can do their surveys out from the helicopter pad. Burnaby Mountain is so wild, there are still bears and deer there. It's kind of in the middle of the city, but there's absolutely no roads or paths through there. So this is appended to the oil sands, the tar sands project, similar companies. In a way, Canada's like a third world resource-rich country, and everything's kept very quiet here, and everything's nice. But the projects that the people don't want somehow always get approved, which means somebody was paid to put them through. They're always, oh, it's just marginally. Okay, we did all the studies, and it's close, but not really that bad. There are odd things that have happened here, like a few years back it became illegal for a Canadian citizen to criticize a sitting member of Parliament. What happened is free speech. We've just done our Prime Minister has done a free trade deal with China, and treaties are above the law. Did you know that? They don't have to go through your houses of representatives. And one of the interesting aspects of that is it's now a crime for a Canadian citizen to interfere with the profits of a Chinese company that has invested in Canada. I can just see where that's going to lead. There are Chinese workers working the oil sands. It's supposed to be jobs for Canadians. I found this out because they're doing workers' compensation forms, and there's an article was in the paper about that, what's going on. We've got these Chinese people applying for workers' compensation. So that oil up there is dirty oil. Europe refuses to buy it. There was going to be a pipeline down to America. Obama refused to buy it. So now they want to run a pipeline from there over to the west coast and sell it to China, who has the worst record of pollution on the planet. And the Canadians don't want this, and the country is about the people, theoretically, not the businesses that want to run within the country, especially if it's foreign investment, foreign workers, and we don't get much of the actual money, and we get all of the mess and all of the bad rap for their pollution. And cars can be electric. My car runs partially on water. Nobody cares. It costs me $10 to get 30% better gas mileage. If I had 6 of those, I could run it on water. Although a lot of people haven't noticed that their houses are heated with heating oil. So anyway, there's a rally on Saturday to voice public disagreement with people doing business. And that's what it is. It's not government, it's private corporations doing business in a country, in this case Canada, to the detriment of the lives of the local citizens. And people have become more sophisticated than they used to be. We don't want this, and there's enough media in the world, electronic communication, that we can find out about this stuff, and we have rights to not want private corporations to interfere with our lives and the lives of our children. There's another thing going on here. We have this huge coal port that was put in at great expense because there was a huge coal mine in Canada in a place called Elkford. Great coal, low pollution coal, the kind you make steel with. That's pretty well done in. They've taken all the coal out. Okay. So what's going on there now is the worst kind of coal there is, the dirtiest coal, is coming out of the U.S. The U.S. is not allowed to export this stuff to the third world because it's dirty coal. But somebody has very sneakily gone, well, we can ship it to Canada, which is not a third world country, and then we can ship it out of Canada to China. And that's something else that we just found out about here. We're going to start working on that. And the not only that, it's like sleazy international dealing. The pollution from that coal, the dust is being blown off of the rail cars, and the gases are leaking out of the coal. And as those ships go across the Georgia Strait here, Strait of Juan de Fuca, on the way to China, the gases and dust are going to be polluting the ocean. Well, this is a big money deal for somebody, but it's a bad deal for us, and we don't want it. We don't care if you have a business doing that. We don't want it. Okay? So, if you live in the Lower Mainland, you can take your whole family to this disagreement with foreign investment. I think it's Burnaby Mountain, the guy said, but it'll probably be on the internet. Burnaby Mountain or Blue Mountain. They're within a couple of miles of each other anyway. Follow the crowd, follow the balloons, take some hot dogs and balloons and a picnic basket, and you'll probably meet some nice people there. Now film it if you can and put it on YouTube. Okay? Thanks.